Welcome to your Tech News Today, where we keep you informed and empowered by giving you the latest tech stories that impact your daily life. It's Monday, February 25th. I'm Mike James, coming up in just a bit. If your smartphone is acting strange, it could be because of a malicious app. And we'll tell you about how to protect your primary phone number by creating a second one. Plus, a password manager can be a great asset, but they're not perfect and could still leak your data. Plus, more gadgets that you can control with your smart speaker. We'll get started in just a moment, but first, we'd like to recognize our partners who help make these Komando podcasts possible. Now, if you missed the Kim Komando show over the weekend, we've got some of the tips, tricks, and scams covered here. And one of the big stories we're working on is more problems at the Google Play Store. So, Android owners, listen up, especially if you've been noticing your phone acting strange lately, like your battery draining a lot faster than it used to, or maybe it's not as responsive as it used to be. If that is happening, it is possible that your smartphone's been infected with a major fraud operation called DrainerBot, which has at one time or another infected a lot of apps available on the Google Play Store. Now, this one's pretty bad, and you might literally be paying for it if you don't know it's there. Oracle Data Cloud first discovered this scam, and here's how it works. When you download one of these scam apps, it secretly downloads video ads to your phone, and you'll never see these videos, but they're playing in the background and making ad revenue for the scammers. And as these videos keep playing, they're slowing your phone down or chewing up your battery. But there's something even worse. All the data that they're using, DrainerBots can download up to 10 gigabytes of hidden videos to your phone per month, and that can, of course, add up to you paying extra data charges. These apps cover a wide range of interests, not just one category. Oracle said that hundreds of the popular Android games and apps had been at some point infected with DrainerBot, and they've been downloaded more than 10 million times. Oracle didn't give out the whole list of apps because not all of them are still infected, but they did mention 5 by name, which was Draw, Clash of Clans, Perfect 365, Solitaire, 4 Seasons, Touch and Beat Cinema, and Vertex Club. So check for those apps first, and if you're running Android 9, you can also check in your settings to see if there's something going on there. You just tap on Network and Internet, and then tap on Data Usage, and then finally tap on Data Usage or Mobile Data Usage. It'll show you a list of apps that are currently using the most data. And this is just another sign that Google needs to get a handle on the junk they keep putting in their store, because playing a game of solitaire shouldn't end up costing you hundreds of dollars. Keeping your data safe and your privacy intact has never been as important as now. Data breaches, unfortunately, are just a fact of life these days. Just look at the whole 2019. We've seen millions of exposed accounts. Data is one thing. Privacy is also a part of that. And your phone is tied to a lot of your personal information. So you should be wary anytime you have to give it out, whether it's to another person or business. Because once your phone number is out there, there is no shortage of annoying robocalls, telemarketing calls, spam calls, and of course it just gets worse and worse. But you can protect your personal phone number, treating it like it is just as confidential as your other private information. What you can do is get a burner number as a temporary option for any situation you don't want to give out your primary number to, like Craigslist transactions and other things like that. You can also use your smartphone to create other numbers. You can use it as you please. There's no shortage of apps to help you set these things up, like Burner, which is an app where you can create a disposable number and then effectively hide your real number while calling or texting. Now keep in mind that Burner is not free. You'll get a free trial, but after that, you'll need to look at their other options, including a short-term plan that's good for 20 talk minutes and 60 texts within 14 days. You can also consider a monthly plan for $4.99 per month. We've got additional details on the app along with other options at Komando.com. And just ahead, password managers that could leak your credentials. And of course, tax season is here. As with tax season every year, it comes with a lot of scams, people trying to steal your money. We're going to tell you about one, which is pretty clever, coming up next. Right now, let me tell you about our partners at Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free. Plus, There's no account minimum deposit needed to get started, so you can start investing at any level, like $10. The simple, intuitive design of Robinhood makes investing easy for newcomers and experts alike. View easy-to-understand charts and market data and place a trade in just about 4 taps on your smartphone. Also with Robinhood, you can learn how to invest in the market as you build your portfolio, discover new stocks, track your favorite companies, and get custom notifications for price movements so you never miss an opportunity to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners of Tech News a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help you build your portfolio. Sign up at money.robinhood.com. I did. I love it. I've actually gone up about 10% already. Again, sign up at money.robinhood.com. Money.robinhood.com. Well, according to new information published by independent security evaluators, at least 5 popular password managers like 1Password, Dashlane, KeePass, and LastPass could leak unencrypted credentials and passwords while they're running in the background. Think of it this way. When your computer is unlocked, your password manager is running. And when you log out, they're supposed to encrypt and clear passwords from your computer's memory. An example of what they found with 1Password is that it keeps the master password in memory while your computer's unlocked, but then doesn't clear it once you log out, so it's like leaving your keys under a doormat. Now, there's no reason to panic. The issues these researchers found are only exploitable if you already have malware on your computer. So if someone can already see your password manager's cache data, your computer's compromised as it is, and you've got all kinds of other problems. It comes down to this. If your computer's not secure, then nothing, not even a password manager, can keep your data safe. Above all, yes, password managers offer good amount of protection for your accounts. We use them here at Komando.com, and we have those passwords that are like unbelievably long, and nobody could ever remember them. So, yeah, the password managers do come in handy. Well, it's tax season, the time of year Uncle Sam comes a-calling for a few bucks. And tax season isn't just a headache for us in the obvious ways. It's also a prime time for scammers who love to impersonate trusted brands like TurboTax. And this time the crooks are using that company's name to target the do-it-yourself tax preparers into handing over their personal information. So here's a story for you. One of Kim's listeners actually told her about one of these scams this past weekend. This woman's husband was looking for TurboTax software just by searching Google, as most people do. But some of those search results were malicious links. Scammers have upped their game by paying to have their spoofed sites show up in search results. Anyway, he clicked on one of those links and bought what he thought was the real TurboTax for about $20. And when he downloaded it, his computer was infected with malware. And that pirated version was also shared with his daughter, and her computer then was infected as well. But here's the silver lining. They did figure out what was going on before they uploaded any tax returns. They had the malware removal to deal with, of course, but the big break is they didn't lose a whole lot of money. So if you're going to do your own taxes and go looking for software online, just go straight to the source. We've got other tips on how to keep from getting scammed during the tax season over at Komando.com. Besides, there's enough to worry about with tax season in and of itself. Coming up next to talk to you about some of the tech in your home that can be controlled with your digital voice assistant. Right now, a quick thank you to our partners who help make these podcasts possible. Smart appliances used to be the stuff every Jetson fan dreamed about, but now they've become a reality over the past just a couple of years. And at the center of any smart home is the smart speaker, also known as your virtual assistant. The undisputed leader in this category is still Alexa and the Amazon Echo line of gadgets, while Google Home Assistant is a close second, but whichever you have, it can be your voice-activated smart home control hub that will work with a vast selection of other smart appliances and gadgets. And if you're ready to dive in, here are some of the smart appliances that you can use in your home. There's plenty of reasons why you should consider getting a smart light bulb. They pair with Alexa and Google Home or even Apple's HomeKit. You can simply tell your virtual assistant of choice to turn your lights on or off. And for added convenience, you can even group your smart lights by specific rooms or areas and then turn them all on or off at once with a single voice command. For example, you could say, "Hey Alexa, turn off the kitchen lights," or "Alexa, turn off the living room lights." And next on the list, one of the best investments that you can make to save some money is the thermostat. Why? Well, switching your regular thermostat to a smart one will not only make your home feel more high-tech, but it can also help you manage and cut your energy cost. Smart thermostats offer a level of convenience that we've never had before. And paired with an Amazon Echo, you can simply say, "Hey, Alexa, set the temperature to 74 degrees. And one of the best ones out there is the ecobee 4 smart thermostat, which can be set on a heating and cooling schedule as well as on a vacation schedule. And here's something cooler. The ecobee 4 even comes with an Alexa built in. So aside from controlling your home's temperature, the ecobee can do most of what a separate Amazon Echo or Echo Dot can do. With it, you can control other smart home appliances, play music, read the news, ask questions, and much more. Another easy and cost-effective way to fast-track your way to an Echo-controlled smart home is through smart plugs. Think about everything in your house that just simply plugs into an electrical socket. You might have lamps, colorful string of lights, a stereo, a coffee maker, or a fan. When you want to turn them on, you walk over, flip a switch, and now imagine flipping that switch with your voice or an app instead. A smart plug works with an electrical outlet. You go ahead and plug your lamp or other device into the plug, and then you control it with your digital voice assistant or phone. One word of caution, ask me how I know, is don't buy the super cheap ones, in which you could get the device and all the instructions are in Chinese and spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe more, trying to get it to work. Ultimately, just sending it back. Yeah, don't do that. The best thing about smart plugs now is that their prices keep coming down, and there are tons of affordable smart plugs available at Amazon that work pretty much the same way. Smart technology goes way beyond just convenience, since it can also be used to keep us safe. Simply place a couple of smart gadgets around your home with built-in cameras, and you can see what's going on at all times. The Ring Wi-Fi-enabled video doorbell is a great way to see exactly who's knocking at your door. It lets you answer the door from anywhere with your smartphone, and it works with Alexa, so you can control it with your voice. If you have an Echo device with a screen like the Echo Show, you can say things like, "Alexa, show the front door camera," and see what's happening at any time. There's also the Ring Floodlight camera that lets you see, hear, and speak to visitors from your smartphone, tablet, and PC. It also works with Alexa. These are just a few of the gadgets that work with your smart speaker, but we've got much more over at Komando.com, including other tech that can be controlled by Alexa and Google Assistant, like smart sprinklers. By the way, once you're done listening to the tech news today, do us a favor and give us a good rating on wherever you're listening to us. We appreciate that. It helps more people find us. And finally, for today's Komando Kicker, King Tutankhamun is probably one of the most well-known Egyptian pharaohs, and the discovery of his tomb was a huge event back in 1922. Well, now, the restoration of this burial chamber is complete, and tourists are able to see what the final resting place looked like. However, the project to restore the tomb wasn't easy, since the tomb is nearly 3,000 years old, and altering it to be safe for visitors while still preserving the artifacts was a challenge. There were also mysterious brown spots on some of the paintings in the tomb that had baffled experts for years. However, they finally determined that the spots were actually caused by microorganisms that have since died. If you have a chance to visit King Tutankhamun's tomb, it is very worth the experience. For more fun and interesting facts, go to Komando.com and search for the Komando Kicker. And that's your tech news today. If you enjoyed it, thank you again for listening. Check out our other podcasts like Komando On Demand, where Kim takes an in-depth look at the digital technologies that affect our daily lives. That's Komando On Demand. It's at podnet.com or, of course, on your favorite podcast player, Android or Apple Podcasts. Just search Komando. We'll see you tomorrow.